What's goody, everybody? Welcome back to Dose of Destiny. I pray that you've been having a great week so far. Today, I just wanted to spread a little bit of inspiration and motivation on this Sunday afternoon. Well, you'll be seeing this on Monday, so it's just in time for the top of the week. I want to talk to you guys about how important it is to know who you are. How important it is to not force yourself into places, situations, around people where you don't belong. The signs are there. You have known for quite some time that you don't belong here, that these people are not a good fit, that this situation is not ideal, but you continuously try to force yourself into that. So let's talk about it. The root of that issue comes from not having a sense of self. You ever notice how there are some people who can adapt to a situation, but then there are certain people who try to force themselves to be like the situation, like the place, like the people around them, instead of understanding who they are and being able to shift just a little bit to adapt, because no one wants to feel like a fish out of water. So naturally, all the fish in the sea adapt to one another and cohabitate with one another, all while maintaining their individuality. At least that's what I would like to think that the fish are doing. But we as humans decide that because I don't know who I am, I need to find someone to be like. Because I don't know who I am, this situation is going to shape me. Because I don't know who I am, this place is going to define me and I'm going to attach to it. This feels like something. This feels like me being somewhere. This feels like me having something. When really the void that you feel is the fact that you don't have a developed sense of self. I come from a very small town where fitting in and being popular is a thing. And people who are not like the people who are the most liked are deemed lame, they're ignored, or they're not supported. If you don't follow certain beauty standards, you're shamed for it. So in my very small town, it was very difficult to figure out who you were and to truly stand on that, simply because in that town, if you weren't like everyone else, you were weird. You were lame because you are into the arts. Oh, they're lame. They're a band geek. Because you may have issues reading. Oh, they're in the slow classes. Oh, they're on the blue hall. Because you're into whatever it is that you're into that's not fitting in with the social norms, you're deemed less than. This topic came up because this whole week, I have been just reflecting and just spending time with myself, figuring out some things and asking God to guide me along the way. And this is something that came up for me. Because I am not like everybody else, meaning that because I've had to let go of so much of myself to do what I do, I have felt very alone from it. And this is all gonna lead somewhere, y'all, okay? So just keep watching. I felt very alone. I had to grieve the fact that I didn't meet my husband in high school or in college. I have to grieve the fact that I'm 31 with no children and I don't know if that's gonna be in the cards for me. I had to grieve the fact that I I don't have a traditional job. Well, I still have a traditional job, but that's not the trajectory of my life, and that's not where I'm going to end up. Because my life is so unpredictable, I had to grieve the predictability of it. I had to grieve what everyone expects from you from where I'm from. Or else you're not successful. Or else you're not this, you're not that. What are you doing? Who do you think you are? Thinking that you can create a YouTube. Those are the things that I would tell myself. Who do I think I am? But I realized that through all of that, this one thing that has been in my brain since I woke up today was, you can't love what you don't understand. Okay. Keep up with me now, okay? If you need to rewind a little bit, do that and get up to speed. But I'm going to say it again for the ones in the back. You can't love what you don't understand. The reason why you're having a hard time loving yourself is because you don't understand yourself. You don't understand your needs. You don't understand your wants, your desires. You don't understand what makes your heart go 246. You don't know what makes you feel calm and at peace. Or maybe you do, but you're not consistent with it because there's still parts of you that you haven't let go of. And I've been guilty of it too, which is why I'm talking about it. There's been parts of me that I have been too afraid to let go of because it's like, what does that mean if I am not this version of me? What does this mean? Who will I lose? What am I going to run into? What does my future look like? Because I could have a very predictable life if that's what I chose. But I chose the road less traveled because it just kept pulling at me. I had no choice. So I had to learn how to understand the road less traveled so that I could love the road less traveled. And because I have started to fall in love with the journey, it makes the gaps in the journey a little bit more tolerable. Because I have learned to understand that there are certain things that I'm not going to resonate with, that the people I grew up resonate with, or the people that live in my hometown resonate with, the things that my family resonate with, my friends resonate with, I'm not going to like those things. Or if I do partake, sometimes I don't enjoy. But that's just me trying to fit in, trying to fit myself into someone else's puzzle, all because of one person's absence. Now, we all know that I didn't grow up with a father, and that's no secret. And because that was a part of me that was missing, there was always a tribe, there was always a place, a situation that I was forcing myself into because of the void that I had from not having a father. And even if you did have your dad in the home, was he emotionally available? Or your mom or whoever? Were they available for you? Because 9 times out of 10, you're feeling the way that I'm feeling, and not because you didn't grow up with your dad, but because your dad was there, but he wasn't there. He wasn't present. Or your mom was there, but she wasn't present. Your siblings were there, but they weren't present. So I say all that to say, figure out what your puzzle looks like. Figure out what your puzzle looks like. And the way that you do that is by figuring out who you are. Piece by piece, little by little, because self-love is like an onion. It's just so many different layers, so many different layers that you can work with. And you just keep peeling it off until you get to a layer where you can rock with. Like, okay, this is a good version of me that I can rock with right now, that I can meet right now, that I can meet where this version of me is right now, and rock with that version of you. And be okay with that version of you for right now. Because there's so many other versions of you that you're going to experience. But as long as you can rock with at least one, you won't be out here trying to, you got one little puzzle piece. You know that you're a person, and that's the only piece of the puzzle that you got. I know that I'm Destiny. I know that I'm a human. I know that I'm a girl. And that's the only piece of the puzzle that I had. So I would try to fit it into other people's. A blank is white now. There's nothing on it. There's nothing on this puzzle piece. So I'm just trying to fit it to where, oh, well, maybe I can be a piece of the ocean in this person's puzzle. Maybe I can be a piece of the sky in this person's puzzle. Being an odd piece in someone's puzzle is not ideal. It's not showing how much you love yourself. You deserve to be in the picture, in the part that people are looking at, in the part that people are admiring. So before you go and take your blank puzzle piece and try to fit it into someone else's puzzle, start drawing on it with a pencil so you can erase it. But start drawing on it. Envision it in your mind. What it would look like if you had a full puzzle that was done, and one that was beautiful, one that you created, not one that you're trying to fit into. So I think that's where we're going to end it. I pray that you received this message. I pray that somehow you can find a way to build your own puzzle. Create your own puzzle and build it yourself. Create a vision in your mind and bring it to life. Because not having a sense of is going to cause you to try to fit in the most mediocre places of someone else's puzzle when you deserve to be front and center. Okay? So I pray that y'all have the most amazing week ever, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.